right. Send it, partner.
We're live?
Yeah.
Cool. I'm Casey. Welcome to episode 956 of Arrowknee. I don't count, and I don't pretend to know how to count. What episode is this?
173.
Yeah, that one. 956. We are joined with some players, and we are continuing on with the Wrangler episode. Spelled however we want to spell it, because we're cool, and we don't want to infringe on Jeep or the Gene people. Yeah.
I'm infringing on your
Any of those guys.
genes.
Anyway, so a little bit of a recap of what has happened previously is that our adventurers were notified that there were people, a farm that is along the, I don't even remember what the name of the river is there, but the large river that runs through the center of the, Arrowknee map, if you will. That is also at the base of these ice mountains. And that farm has reached out for help in wrangling up and escorting horses that are, it's probably like 20, 30 miles away northeast in the flatlands. Something, as they found out from the druid they were talking to, was like attacking these horses. And they're being paid to not only like bring each horse, like the number of horses is what they're being paid for, but also a fixed cost. I have that written down somewhere, and I'm sure one of the adventures will remind me, or we'll just look it up. But let's get to introducing people. Garrick, if you would introduce yourself and tell us, as your character, how many letters of the alphabet have you pooped? Joey there?
Yeah, I'm sorry. What's the question again?
Oh, so as your character, how many of the letters of the alphabet have you pooped?
All right. Yeah, I'm Joa. I'm gonna play in Garrick. I almost said Garrick. That's a different person. Garrick. He's a turtle druid. I'm gonna say 13. 13 letters.
Awesome. Neffy, if you'd introduce yourself and let us know if you ever had to use diapers, whether, like, if you did, cool, until how long, like how old were you diaper trained out of, or if you didn't, how did that work?
Well, to the best of my knowledge, because I have no memory, I do not recall the early days. Hi, Chris. I'm playing Neffy, a forest gnome druid, and I do not recall the first few years of my life, other than,
Neffy,
I don't know if Neffy does or not. I don't really know how that works with gnomes. With the exception of a couple of traumatic events, like getting a splinter up under my nail. I don't remember the first 2 to 3 years of my life before we moved out of Sopo. But I imagine I was in diapers. As far as I know, my parents weren't like walking around behind me with a mop or whatever. And I would think I probably was potty trained pretty young, because at that point my parents would have had 3 children under 5 or something like that. So I'm sure they were like, do it yourself, kid. So.
Thanks.
Yeah, no problem.
Ben, you're up next. If you introduce your character, Riley, and tell us what Riley's first word or words were.
Hello, I'm Ben. I'll be playing Riley, my ghost-wise halfling cleric. No, he's not cleric. He's He's a monk. Yeah. His first words. That's a. What would Riley's first words have been?
Milk.
Oh, he's a halfling. It would have been more. Just straight more. Like whether it could have been milk, but I mean, more milk, more cookies, more whatever. That riddle has been solved.
Thank you. And then Peanut, introduce yourself, your character, and let us know what Peanut's favorite utensil to use is.
Yo, I'm Nick. I'm playing Jared Peanut, Cyclops boy, variant human monk, fighter, crazy, weird guy. He uses his hands for everything. So does that count?
Yeah.
Yeah, hand. Easy.
Finger foods.
Yeah.
Does he eat soup?
Out of a can if he's lucky to find it. Because, he's from like a post-apocalyptic Earth. So.
I feel like canned soup would be a thing.
Yeah, that's if he's lucky to find it, because it's been all picked up.
Oh,
He was born in the post-apocalypse. Yeah.
It's been a while.
Yeah.
Okay. Any questions for people? I can give you a little bit of how you're starting out, but just didn't know if you had any questions on previous stuff that had happened. Cool.
We got the horses, and we lost 5 of them.
Yep. So you have 120 right now.
Yeah.
I should keep track of that too, because I don't have it on my page. I will say right now, before I forget, thank you to 2minutetabletop.com, who will have supplied our battle map. We're using Tabletop Simulator at all today. We don't know. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. 120 horses. So yes. Any other questions?
Are those Gatorade headphones?
Gatorade? No. I think the Logitech. Not a sponsor. Could be a sponsor.
They got a big Gatorade G on them.
You got a Gatorade G on you.
You know it, babe.
Are you Gatorade man?
I'm Gatorade, dude. You want to play WoW? I'm Gatorade tonight.
So we are going to start. I don't think anyone ever really starts this way, but it's how we're starting. We are going to start. It's evening time, like a night after the first one, because you guys already went through like a whole watch, that sort of thing. You guys are, preparing for the evening. You've come, let's say, just after dinner, back to this location, as you had asked some people who have basically already left to watch over the horses. You're right on the edge of the river. If you remember, you are on the eastern side. You have to transport over to the western side, and then have a little ways south yet that you have to go still with the horses. You do have horses as well. I think everyone had horses, and I don't remember if it was 1 or 2 dogs. Was it two dogs?
Yeah, but Abby's gone.
Yeah.
My dog's still here.
But yeah, so anything that anyone wants to do settling in for evening, and I guess honestly, you guys could choose to try to drive the horses at night. They're rested, all of that, so it's completely up to you. But it's a little bit overcast. It's not easy to see. It's not very bright, is what I'm trying to say. Are you guys camping out?
Yeah, we
Yeah.
we don't want to be moving at night.
Yeah. Camp out, set up a watch.
Cool. Anything you guys are doing to prep?
I will burn a key point as the evening arrives to cast dark vision on myself as a monk of the shadow.
Monk of the shadow. You guys have a fire going?
That's up to the druids. That's the druid thing to do.
That's a druid thing, isn't it?
We're camping. I'm watching the druids. They're in charge.
Dark vision, so I don't need a fire.
I mean, yeah, I have dark vision as well, so that's kind of like, I mean, if we need it, sure, but you know.
Would it attract more wolves?
Would the druids know if it would attract more?
A
I
fire.
think so.
The
I mean, it
horses
depends
are
on the wolves too.
The horses
are
are probably
set a
gonna
little bit
attract-
ways away. So, I mean, yeah, like a fire really, if anything, would attract them more to you guys. So it's probably like you're not being stealthy if that goes for anything, you know, like
Mhm.
120
it's not gonna hurt
horses make
anything.
that hard.
Yeah, we have a herd of horses. Those aren't exactly the quietest things.
Yeah, do a fire.
nothing-
Come on, someone do a fire.
Nothing else before bed in that case. Got a fire going.
Mm-hmm. Get us a fire going.
Yeah, throw down my bedroll, get my sleeping bag ready. Looks like a potato sack.
Looks like a potato. Okay. In that case, what are we doing for watches?
I will take the first watch.
Take a second.
I can take the next one.
I'll take a watch with Neffy. Do we need 4?
It's completely up to how you guys want to do it. I figure you're going to bed, getting like you have to get at least 8 hours of sleep. So
I'll
be
take. I'll
2 hour
take
watches
last.
if you're-
Yeah, I'll take last. We'll do 4.
so 2 hour watches. Let's see. Yep. Okay. Who's first watch?
Riley.
Can you give me a perception?
My passive is 22. No, 23.
Just give me an active if you would.
It's going to be lower than that. You know that, right? Let's see.
Odds are it's not.
Oh, I rolled a 6, so what's my proficiency is 3, so it's plus 13. Yeah, it's only 19.
19. Yeah, with that, like you hear ways off in the distance. There's just a couple wolves that howl. It sounds like they get further away, just kind of for the area. You hear the lapping of the water, some strange sounds you really can't identify. Really not close to you at all, so you aren't really very concerned, but maybe concerned when you have to cross the water. You can't see too much just because it's darker out. I mean, dark vision, you could see everything around you and everything, but there isn't much going on around you is all I mean to say. So you can't really see further out for if there was anything like getting really close that is not making noise. 19, would you notice anything else? Horses, pretty calm. I wouldn't say they're like all laid down and resting, but you know, not really stirring at all. So they're nestled in.
Fair enough.
Who has the second watch?
That would be me.
So does Riley go to wake Garrick?
Yeah. After a couple hours.
As you're doing that, in the middle of the watches, you can kind of see, I'll let you use that 19 still, especially because you have a 23 passive. You can kind of see something that's about 100 feet off. It's like a glimmer, and you didn't see anything at all. And you kind of, it's a little bit weird because why would there be like, it's not quite light, call it magical light, like it's kind of like coming in and out. It's away from the horses, so at least there's that part of it. So I don't know if you want to say anything to Garrick as you're
Oh,
waking him up.
absolutely. I'm a little chatty Cathy when I'm out on a camping trip. Hey, there's something over there.
Okay, I'll keep an eye out. And,
Do you want me to go take a quick look now?
if you want to.
I will get there as rapidly as I can.
Is it just you that's going over, or are you waking anyone else up?
You said how far is it?
About did I say 100 feet?
100 feet? Yeah. There's no need to. I tell Garrick, there's no need to wake anyone up. I'll scream if I need help.
I'll walk out like maybe 10 or 20 feet after him just to kind of see if I can see anything. Keep an eye on him a bit.
So just to orient everyone and make sure we're all on the same page, there's the camp. The horses, just so you aren't like spooking them or anything, probably like 50 feet off. Let's just say it's north of you guys. You're hearing this sound that is southeast of you. It's not really gonna, matter, but I just want to have you know that like it's not near the horses. So if you're like preparing anything like that, you're not like, oh, I'm not trying to spook the horses, or it's not coming for the horses right now. That's all I'm trying to get at. So it's southeast. You're going off 100 feet, and then 20 feet behind you is Garrick. When you move up to sea, you can kind of see like the light looks like almost like dancing lights at first, because it's kind of like going in and out, and almost it's not like wisps or something, but it's not like constant. Like you can't really tell exactly what's going on. It almost looks like it might be a mirage or something like that. You're like, what is this? So you keep moving forward. Yes.
Yeah, unless it starts moving away.
It's kind of just moving on itself. Like it's all staying in that area. Might slowly be coming towards you, but it's not like barreling towards you at all. It's staying where it is in this 100 feet. So when you get within about 50 feet of it, you start seeing there's really like 4 different shapes. You can't really tell exactly what the shapes are. You can tell that it looks like they're quadrupedal, as they're like kind of moving, it's a weird movement, but it's still, the entire shape is this light. So
Have they noticed? Has it or they noticed me, or
are you like trying to make them notice? Because they wouldn't have unless you're like trying to make
no?
yourself known.
I'm not being stealthy, but by no means am I going out of my way to make extra noise.
No, not yet. Not with your like 50 feet out. So do you continue?
No, I will hold up, and Garrick's 20 feet behind me. I will say loud enough for Garrick to hear me. They're creatures of some sort. They don't seem interested in me, though.
Okay.
And I'll slowly walk back towards Garrick. And ask him what his opinion on this is.
I think we should keep an eye out, and if they get any closer, go from there.
Yeah, they seem non-hostile right now. They're not actively hunting. Might be having a dance party or something.
My dice. I'm looking over there. It's like, oh, where are they? So are you guys leaving these? Do you want to go investigate more? Do you have a plan?
If Garrick is not interested in engaging or waking everyone else up, I'm going to leave these creatures be and lay my head down.
Are you turning your back on them, or are you kind of like, yeah, watching them? Anything?
If I mean, yeah, I would want to make sure that I knew where they were, but with me moving directly towards them pretty rapidly and them not even acknowledging me, then not terribly afraid.
Okay. I will give you, as you go back to the camp, that they've moved closer. Like you can actually see, not as well as you could, but you can see again from the camp now that you're back there. There are 4 distinct shapes. So they're definitely coming up on you guys.
What do you think, Garrett? Should we wake everyone up?
I think if they're coming closer, at least so we're ready. In case if it's I didn't even go Garrick voice on that one. I'm sorry. If we should have everyone ready just in case. I mean, if they are nothing, then better be safe than sorry, I suppose.
Let's jostle them awake, shall we? Wake up, Jared. Peanut. I don't even know your names.
Blinky.
Slow.
Blinky.
Mm-hmm.
Just kind of pointed out to Neffy and Blinky, and
Jared gets up and blinks a bunch. He's rubbing his eye and looking out. Puts on his goggle of night that floats in front of his eye.
Does anyone have armor they need to put on? Riley and Garrick would have already had their armor on, being between watches.
I don't
They're
have
both
armor.
armorless, so am I. I don't know about Neffy.
Neffy has leather armor, so she probably just sleeps in it.
Sleeping in your armor will give you a level of exhaustion.
Oh,
I know
screw
not-
that then. Let me
not
put my
all.
armor on, boys.
I think it only
Hold
takes
on.
you like 2 minutes or something.
Okay, well,
I'm handing
I am
you
armored.
clothing items to make it quicker.
Yeah, and you can actually expedite exactly. Okay, it's easy for this group. If it was like 10 minutes, then it might be an interesting thing, like full plate or something like that.
Yeah, if we had
Also-
like a paladin.
Yeah, everyone's
Also,
trying to like shove arms on him and everything.
unfortunately, if Bert was here, he would fight in the nude if he had to.
Yeah. I give Neffy your squirrel back. I was sleeping with it.
So it's about 60
Give
feet,
everyone distraction by just fighting naked.
60 feet off, when you can see these 4 figures. Everyone without dark vision can still see them. Is there anyone that doesn't have dark vision, by the way?
I think
Got the
we all have
goggle.
dark vision. Yep.
I think we all
Okay,
got
just making
goggles
sure. Cool. And it is it's around midnight. So the moon is high. You can kind of see like a little bit of light every once in a while when the clouds clear, but that's far and few between. Anyone who is looking over, as Neffy gets on their leather armor, you'll see these figures 60 feet out seem to be like running around in circles, kind of like, I don't know if it's playing amongst themselves or just like interested in themselves, kind of keeping to themselves and kind of going, just in this like back and forth kind of motion. But they're still making their way pretty slowly to you. And it doesn't seem like they've noticed you, even like your fire is probably still smoldering a little bit. With lights there, you probably were making a little bit of noise for putting on the leather. Doesn't have to be a lot or anything, but they're not like making a beeline or anything. What are you guys doing as they're just about 60 feet out?
I look at the group. I point at them. I make a punching motion, and then shrug.
I shrug also.
Hmm.
You guys just kind of stand your ground.
Yeah.
Are they of
Anyone
the
not?
forest? Would I know
Yeah.
This
we-
anything
doesn't
about
look
them?
like you would think of like will-o-wisps, if anything, like, unnatural, but they're definitely not. Like they're not like a wisp of sorts, and it definitely seems unnatural. it does not feel like anything or even look like anything that you would know from the forest. We have a
Okay.
druid, 2 druids, and what are the other
2 monks.
2 monks? Okay. Yeah, no, does not seem natural. Their movements seem familiar though to both the druids, but you can't really quite tell why. And you can also notice, Neffy, it does seem quadrupedal.
Are
Does
they the
anyone not?
ghosts of the missing horses?
That's your thought? Is that Neffy's thought?
Yes. It's
Yeah,
their
that completely
spirit.
clicks for you. Like that would like make complete sense with how they're moving, kind of what they're doing, like that kind of playing and everything.
Guys, I think we're being haunted because we didn't save the horses from the wolves. They've come back.
Well, that sounds horrible. We should kill undead, shouldn't we?
Kill.
That seems really harsh, though, because we kind of, got them killed in the first place, and now we have to kill them too?
Well, you do note that there's only 4 of them, and you had killed, or not killed. There were 5 horses that went missing.
Surprise! It was us all.
Burn?
See, the 5th horse was a necromancer, and he brought the others back.
So you guys just standing your ground before these continue any closer?
Yeah.
Okay. So unless anyone isn't looking, I'm assuming everyone's looking at these ghost horses.
Yeah.
Once they breach within the 60 feet area, if you're looking upon them, I need everyone to make a wisdom saving throw.
I got a 23.
You good?
19.
Good.
30-20.
Nice.
We wisdom heads around these parts.
We the smart boys, the wise boys.
Monks and druids.
10?
What are you doing, wisdom head?
Oh,
Come on.
no.
I was really hoping someone would fail.
Come
Yeah.
on, wisdom game.
Yeah.
DC 13. So, Neffy, you see a sight that almost stops your heart. And you try. No, be quiet. You do not hear barking. Quiet. You try to make a sound, but you can't. And this, like, thing, these ghosts that you're looking upon, just make you completely horrified. For the next minute, you're considered frightened. Nothing else happened because you didn't fail by any more. And at the end of each of your turns, you can try to make a DC 13 wisdom saving throw to end the frightened condition. Basically, you can't go any closer to these things.
Mm-hmm.
And you can also, I think it's just end the frightened condition if you aren't like seeing them. So like if you went into a tent or something like that. But I would make you, just so you know, like with the mechanic and everything, if you did it that way and you didn't just succeed on your wisdom saving throw, I would make you come back out and then have to still do another wisdom saving throw upon seeing them.
Yep.
So you basically just can't go running forward toward them because you're so afraid. And with that, I'll say they're 50 feet out, and I'll ask everyone to roll initiative. I should set this up more.
This way.
Hey, hey, hey.
Oh, Carl's typing.
Ooh, it's Carl.
Yes.
Yes.
I'm making an executive decision there. Casey, is that okay?
Yeah.
What's what? If
Can
you
we
can come
get
in.
Carl? Yeah.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yes.
Hey,
Hey,
He was
Carl.
sleeping. Carl, can you put in Abby's photo really quick?
sure.
Thank you.
Yeah, I don't know if on the YouTube if it'll change off of Garrick, but we'll see what happens.
Well, if
No,
you want, I can
that'll
do-
be a fun game the day that we have
I can hop out
Garrick and
switch.
Garrick.
I can hop out and switch.
Yeah, try doing that. Try hopping out and changing pictures and then coming back in.
Dun, 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 dun.
The day that we have a game with Garrick and Garrick is going to be fun.
Should definitely take advantage of that. Abby. Abby. Can I spell? Where'd it go? There we go.
That totally worked. We know the solution.
Nice.
Not load in?
All right, well, roll initiative, Carl. Ghost horses? It's ghost horses. Oh,
Ghost horse.
do you wear armor?
Abby?
Yeah.
Yeah, Abby's got chainmail.
Okay, so you'd still be putting your armor on, probably.
I guess what's going.
We were sleeping, and during one of the watches, ghost horses.
Ghost horses.
Those are a thing, you know.
Yeah.
Ghost horses. Yeah, ghost horses crept up on the camp. They don't seem to be like going for you guys necessarily. What is it? 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 50, 55, 60. So you guys would be here.
Do you want me to switch to map? Casey, are we mapping?
How do you mean? What's the? I don't know the difference there.
Are you pulling your map up?
Are you not able to see Tabletop Simulator?
No, you haven't streamed.
Oh, I tried to hit the stream
Oh
thing.
yeah,
So.
it kicked you out of Discord.
Oh,
It is
that's fun.
Classic.
Yep, that's classic. One sec. Yes, please.
We're
Sad.
mapping now. And he's gone. Casey's computer don't like him streaming. It's pretty funny, but it'll fix itself.
Yep.
It kicked you out again, by the way.
Close the programs. Let's try again.
Right, let's watch it. Yeah. Yeah, baby.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Did the horses over here. I don't know if we'll need them because they're further off. We will see. But this is just about 5, 10, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50 feet. So I just have you guys in a line. You'd say you'd all be within a group for 60 feet if you wanted to be in any kind of certain way. Any preferences?
I think I'd be back a little further. Yeah, like 2 squares, maybe. I'm thinking on the other side of the fire. No, not that way. Like imagine a fire's next to Neffy. I'm on the other side of it.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Here's the fire. It's real cool.
Good fire. Good
Everyone else good?
Yeah.
Cool.
The druid cantrip fire cube.
So everyone, do we have initiative? Abby, cool. And I just need to roll initiative because I should do that. Oh, that's a real bad one. Got one. Go on. Okay. Cool. Who is up first then? Can't see everyone over here. We got Riley.
That's me.
Hmm?
So am I perceiving that these creatures have done something to my gnome friend?
They haven't really done anything yet. You know that they're undead because they're ghosts. That's pretty evident. They are, I'll call it unsightly, and you don't. Oh, you mean like the she's afraid?
Yeah, she's frozen in fear.
Like you can easily see over there that she's pretty scared. She isn't like running for her life or anything, so you don't know how much has affected her. But as adventurers, you don't usually look or see her as scared as she is right now. So absolutely.
Move forward. What's my movement? 35? The movement's 35. Yeah, move forward. I want to move towards the bad guys. 30.
Oh, yep. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35.
35.
Mhm.
And I will maintain the dodge action, I guess.
Okay. Any bonus action?
Nah.
Garrick, you're up next.
Oh boy. I'm gonna move up about 20.
5, 10, straight or kind of towards them?
So I'm to the right a bit. I'm closer, kind of behind Riley.
15, 20 is right here.
Mm-hmm. And then I think I'm gonna bonus action just shillelagh. Get
Yep.
that ready to go, and then going to need the I'll be able to get 3 of them. The 3 on the left need to make a dex saving throw.
Which left, which way? Like these 3?
Yeah, like the top 3. Screen top 3.
Yep.
Need to make a dex saving throw. Actually, 20 foot. I can do math. Hold on. It'd be 2, I think.
Yep. So the top 2 or?
Top 2. Top 2.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm doing fairy fire.
Yeah. What's the DC?
15.
You don't have to follow the grid, Joa. You can get all 3.
Okay. Yeah. Then I'll finagle it so that I can get all 3.
1 makes it. So this one makes it, and these other 2 are lit up even more. We'll just change it to a random color here. So these top 2. Oops. Come on here.
All
Work
right.
with me.
Yeah. So we got advantage on those 2, and they can't go invisible.
Anything else for your turn?
Nope. That will do it.
Oops. Neffy, you're up.
Well, I'm not going to move any closer.
There you go.
But I will. I guess I'll cast Minor Illusion to make it appear that there's another Neffy, like 20 feet away.
Minor illusion allows you to do like objects and such.
You can't do
Something
people?
more like, yeah, nothing is complex. You could do like people cheat it and say like a cardboard cutout, but anything with a higher intelligence would be able to like discern between it. They would know
Okay.
that it's more of an object. So I'll give you like a cardboard cutout if you want to do, or like a kind of
All right.
looking thing.
That works.
Okay. I'm just going to use it as an object so I don't.
We'll put it like in a bush so they can't quite tell.
Scale this down. That's huge.
It is huge.
So like over here.
Sure.
Cool. That lasts for a minute. Bonus action or movement?
No.
You do. Is it at the beginning of your turn or at the end?
What?
End of your turn. No, wait. I'm just trying to see because you get to make the saving throw
Oh, that's right.
at the end. Yep. So if that's the end of your turn, make another DC 13 Wisdom saving throw.
Neffy.
I made 13.
Oh.
7, 3, 3. Yeah,
Nice.
13.
So you're no longer frightened.
Sweet.
What we got next? Peanut.
Okay, so I am a level off from being able to punch ghosts. I'm gonna move to Neffy and dodge.
Yep.
That's me.
I almost asked what level everyone
Yeah.
was, and I'm like, wouldn't be too bad.
I don't have any other weapons. I have magic rings, so if they get close, I might try it.
Sorry. And then, is it Abby next? I'm just assuming. Yeah, Abby, what's up?
Abby is going to go ahead and move up next to Eric. And like kind of look at the ghost and like, you failures! You died once already. You're trying to die again, and just kind of ready in action for when they move up to hit them.
Ready in action. Okay. Are you? What is Abby's class? What are you using for like weapon or something?
Room Knight Fighter. He's got a halberd.
Okay, cool. So just with a halberd. So when they get within reach, right?
Yep.
Okay, cool.
I will use a bonus action to activate the Frost Rune.
Uh-huh.
To give myself a bonus on ability checks and stuff. Strength.
Oh, yep. Maybe got us a minute. Anything else for your turn?
Nope.
Cool. These guys rolled a whopping 2, so they're going last. That's interesting.
Hard to roll with ghost hooves.
Roll me an intelligence check, Peanut.
Okay, sorry. I'm not the greatest at intelligence. I was sitting here like, what's my stat? And I had to pull it up. I rolled a 15 though, so 16.
Okay, cool. These things look corporeal enough to you that you think, your non-magical fist might be able to do something to them.
Okay, cool. Good to know.
Yeah, I just looked over the stat block and I was thinking the same thing. And I was like, oh, okay. Cool. So they're going to go. They're all just converging here. So 5, 10, and they're kind of like galloping along, but they're definitely hovering or floating. So this one goes like right through the other one. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And you'll just get 4 attacks on yourself, Riley. I need another. There we go. So I can be lazy and just roll 4 d20s. That's what that is. It looks like as horses, they're like trying to kind of stampede over you, but that's not the feeling that comes up as they touch you, and it's not like a stampeding or anything. It's much more of a ghostly, almost as scary as they feel kind of touch. Yeah. Does a 19 or 15 hit you?
No.
Oh, okay.
I'm very dexterous.
That's good. Yeah, as they like brush, probably not even that close to you, that it didn't really like feel very welcoming at all. You know, there's nothing normal about it. Very obviously undead, and felt like it kind of could have hurt a little bit more than just a normal hit.
I don't like it. I don't like it one bit.
That's it for their turn. I will tell you, this one actually went through you, Riley, and it kind of was like taken aback for a second, and you felt something weird as that went through you. You're kind of like, you don't exactly know what happened. It's kind of, you know, it attacked, but it doesn't really know either. Figure that one out. Back to the top with Riley.
So have I come to the conclusion that my level 5 monk fist will or will not damage these?
Is it magical? Is it
It is non-magical.
non-magical?
I do have a magical short sword stuffed in my gi in the backside.
Without having to make a roll at all, even, you'll be able to tell they're tangible enough that you think you can hit them, but knowing ghosts and undead from adventuring, you're not going to do as much without a magical bludgeoning, piercing, or slashing weapon.
So, Nick, help me out here. Do I have to do I have to use an unarmed strike to use my Fury of Blows?
No, you just have to make an attack, but the Fury of Blows is an unarmed strike. Those
Right,
have to be unarmed strikes, yeah.
Right, so I can, if I have my short sword, I can take 2 attacks, because I have 2 attacks with my short sword.
And then do Fury Blows with unarmed and half damage, probably.
That's what we're doing.
Cool. Your short sword's magical is what you're saying?
It is a +1. Yep.
Oh, yeah. Cool.
Alrighty. I'm looking here, so 21 to hit and 22 to hit, 23 to hit.
Yeah, who are you aiming at?
You
get advantage if it's either of those ones.
Yeah, the ones that are pink, I think that's pink, are very fired.
Oh, well, if it's advantage, then I'll just I'll give you a 23 on that one. Yeah, I'll hit one with its advantage. And then I'll take another roll with the other one. And I got advantage, and I rolled 2 20s on these dice. So.
They're at AC 11, so they're pretty easy to hit.
But why did I get 2 20s in one roll when I only needed 1 20 out of the 2?
You wanted a crit?
It's really bad. All right, so those are D6s. So that'll be 3d6 total, then plus my strength bonus, because this is... 19 total points of damage from those strikes with the sword.
Yep.
And I will then do Flurry of Blows at advantage as well.
Same one, yep.
Yeah, we'll stick with that. And that is 19 to hit.
Yep.
Minimum damage of 6.
Yep.
For the first hit. And the second hit will be, that's a lot. That's 28 to hit.
Yep.
And minimum damage again, another 6 points of damage. Jeez. All right, that's my turn.
Okay. You did your bonus action, yes?
Yes, that was my flurry.
Okay, cool. What was the flurry damage? Because that would have been half. Sorry, those were the 6 and the. 12. Another 12 on top of that.
No, it was 6 plus 6 for the 2 flurry, 2 hits.
So you had 19 and then 6 plus 6. 12. So it's fine. Yeah, got it. You already did the math. Okay, that's good. And up next is we got Garrick.
All right. So if I'm reading this right, correct me if I'm wrong, but I could cast Guiding Bolt as my action, and then as a bonus action, because it's part of the Druid thing's going as a bonus action, I activate Starry Form Archer. And it says when you activate this form and as a bonus action, so I could cast Guiding Bolt, bonus action transform into the Archer form, which includes a free Guiding Bolt on that one.
Oh, I'm not familiar with
Free
it.
guiding.
Go ahead.
I think it's you would get your archer attack, but not the guiding bolt.
I'll look it up as you roll.
Or yeah, it's not a Guiding
It's
Bolt.
its
That's
own
the damage
attack.
out. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
There's an
so
archer attack
I-
you do as you transform if you're the archer.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
But then you can do it as a
So-
bonus action every turn after that.
Yes.
Then yeah.
Then yeah, I'm gonna do Guiding Bolt for my action on the first one. I'm gonna go for that guy because that's the one that got hit so far. Plus advantage, and advantage is good. 13 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
That is sad dice. 9 radiant.
Have 7
And-
those too.
Definitely
Yeah.
bloodied.
I'm gonna then Starry Form and do an Archer. Let's see if this one hits.
Still at advantage.
Yep. Dirty 20. Another 8 radiant.
Awesome. 3, 2, right? 6, yeah. Kind of starting to like shimmer in and out.
That'll do for me.
All set? Who we got up next? Neffy. You're no longer feared.
I'm not afraid.
Be not afraid.
I will. Where? I'll move in like 15 feet.
5, 10, 15. Like here?
Yeah. And I will cast Thunderwave in such a way that I don't hit Riley. But, I hit 2 of them.
The way that I read, at least as a DM, Thunderwave is just that it's an AoE around you.
Oh,
and
it's
all
not
target.
an
Smash.
actual
front of
wave.
you.
Okay.
Smash.
I guess I'll take out Garrick instead. No. Crap.
Yeah, 15-foot
Okay.
cube originating from you.
Yeah, so basically the space in front of you and the 2 to the side, going out 3 forward.
All right, let's do Moonbeam instead.
You could, if you wanted to, try to like move over here to do it like
Oh, that's true. I have
There's 2 of them.
25 feet. All right, let's do that then. Okay, you're moving everywhere. What are you doing with that arrow?
20. It wouldn't
Ah.
stop. It was not ruler. That's 25.
Okay.
You should
Do it
need to
there.
go one more forward, right? You could cut that last one diagonal.
Oh yeah, yep. Let's go over here.
So you need a Constitution saving throw.
Both of them. Okay. One makes it and one doesn't.
Okay. So it takes half of 2d8. So one of them takes 14 damage and gets pushed 10 feet away, and the other one takes 7. You can stay where it is.
This one takes 7 and it just blips and goes away. And this one takes, he's at 14?
Yeah.
It gets pushed 10 feet?
Yeah.
Cool. Anything else for your turn? Bonus action, maybe?
No, that's it.
Cool. Next up is Peanut.
I'm gonna do one of those gymnastic moves where they do like a bunch of flips and shit while they're running forward.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that at towards that ghost there.
Give me acrobatics if you would. 10, 20.
18.
You look awesome doing it. This is 25. Do you want to go full
Yeah,
30?
right in front of him. Yeah, and then I'm gonna land with a spinning kick to its neck.
Yeah. If you want to try to do like, I don't know, something interesting, or you definitely have a lot of momentum. So just to be able to land it, I have you do another acrobatics, and I'll give you a +2 to your damage.
Okay, so one more acrobatics. That's really good. 25.
Oh yeah. So because you're over 20, you'll get a +4 to your damage if you hit.
Nice. And then the kick is 12 plus 7. 19.
Yep, that hits.
And with an extra +4, it'll be roll the 1. Cool. 9 damage.
And that is non-magical, is that right?
Non-magical, yeah, just a kick.
Doesn't look like it does as much as it would. Kind of like you're kicking soup.
Okay, I'm gonna uppercut the soup. With a natural 19 to hit.
Uh-huh.
And 6 damage.
Yep.
Then Fury of Blows. First attack, 17 to hit.
Yep.
It needs to make a strength saving throw.
Wow, it rolled well. It got a 16.
Okay, it's good. And that's 7 damage on that one.
That -2 to strength, so.
Last attack, 20 to hit. Another strength save.
15.
15, 5 damage, and that's me. Oh, well, that's not half. Do you have it?
Yep. You're all set? Okay. Who do we got? Abby, that's you.
Okay. Abby will go ahead and move up. Straight right 3 spots. I think that should be able to get both of the 2 horses on that side.
Like over here?
Yep.
Okay.
With her halberd, he'll be able to.
Oh, do you want to be like in range of them though, or because you could be?
Yeah,
here.
1 space back.
Yep.
Should be able to still hit both of them. I will
Yep.
take a swing at the one in the back. Actually, with that's glitter bombed.
Glitter bomb.
That's advantage, right?
Yep.
Well, actually, it doesn't matter. First roll is a d20. Sorry,
Nice.
not 20. Let's see. 17 points of damage.
Did you say if yours was magical or not?
It is.
Okay, cool. 17.
Yep. And not another nat 20, but still a pretty decent roll. It's 22 total.
For the hit or that hits?
Yep. 10 points of damage.
Mhm.
And I completely forgot I was going to do something. I will go ahead and trigger the fire rune on that second hit.
Yep.
Got to that before.
Strength saving throw for.
I think it's strength. 2d6 fire damage, strength saving throw will be restrained for 1. And
I tried a different die. I got a 16.
I think you're gonna break it.
Yeah. The fire doesn't seem to do as much to it either. But let me know what that damage is.
7 points of damage.
It still takes it, right?
Yeah, it takes the damage.
4, but it doesn't look like it's as much. Anything else for your turn?
Yes. Yep. That's gonna do it.
Okay. So started their turn. This one is kind of like it's acting a little bit strangely, let's just say. So it tries to move, and it actually moves into your space, Riley, and to everyone else, it just disappears. Can you make me a charisma saving throw?
Did it leave my melee?
Not in the way that you're like thinking, because it's technically it's gone into Riley.
That feels like it left my melee though, right?
It would have gone into like it would be Riley in a second. So if it would have had to go away to do it, then
I'm
I
just
would
a
have said so.
sentinel. So it's like, can he move away from me?
Yes.
Yeah.
If he doesn't trigger it,
Right,
attack.
that's-
Oh no, because it's only with opportunity attack.
Damn.
Yeah, because his movement goes to 0.
My roll got me a 14.
Yeah, you're fine.
Right.
It spits out. I'll give you this now for the opportunity attack
Oh,
because
and
it
move
spits out the
through
other
him?
side.
Okay, cool.
Because you're kind of like almost reaching for it, but
25 to hit
yep, that hits.
for 6 damage pre-halved, but it's not leaving its spot.
So 3. This one watched and tries to do the same thing. 6 damage.
Roll
Can you
again.
do another charisma saving throw?
Natural 20.
Hey,
Yep.
This blue dice is kicking
You're
butt
good.
tonight.
But that one should still be in front of me, yeah? Not that one, the other
Either
one.
way.
the other one.
Because
if
its
it didn't
movement was
move.
reduced to 0. Right.
Yeah, that's true. So we'll say that I would say that it probably got pulled to over here, kind of got stopped because
That's fine.
could-
As long as it's still next to me, I'm cool with it.
Hmm.
well, actually, I'll give you guys this because if it got stopped in his same place,
Did Riley get spit out?
Oh, yeah, would Riley move instead?
no, it takes damage.
Oh, okay.
So it's in the same place, but it
So
can't
Riley's
have-
just inside of it.
Yeah, it's like consuming your space right now, so it doesn't feel good.
Is there ectoplasm?
It's in your mouth.
Did I just get slimed?
It's there. It's in the same place. That one. And then this one's gonna move up, and seeing both of those things happen is just going to take an attack on you, Riley. That's a 20 to hit. Dirty 20.
Does not hit.
Does not hit. That's it for them. Back to the top of the order, Riley.
The one that I have advantage on.
Which one? Yeah.
Yeah, let's short sword.
You're going to choose to stay inside the ghost?
Well, I might move in a second. 15 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
Oh my god. It's another minimum damage of that's 6. That's with magic item though. Another short sword attack.
Yep.
That is
What's your dexterity?
mine?
Yeah.
20.
+1 goes to damage and attack.
Oh, all right. So that is 7 points of damage then. Oh, that's right. I'm not including the +1 because this is the first time I've ever swung the sword. And 13 to hit.
That hits.
9 points of damage.
Yeah, that one just poofs.
All right. So if I step south 1, it'll plop the other one in my place, right?
Yep. Kind of like walk out of the soupiness.
Yeah, and I'll turn around and well, I'm going to save the key point. I will just use my my bonus action to take an unarmed attack.
Yeah.
23 to hit.
That hits.
And that is 8 points of non-magical damage.
Mhm.
That will be my turn.
Cool. Up next is Garrick.
Cool. All right, those two there. I'm gonna do some finagly schmiggling and throw right in between both of them. I need both of them to make a DC 15 con save. I'm gonna cast Moonbeam.
One makes it, one doesn't.
Okay.
Say this one makes it.
That's 18 radiant. That's really good on the dice. It's a 2d10. 18 radiant for the failure and 9 for the success.
Oops, 23. And now there's a moonbeam there.
Yep. And as a bonus action, when you're, I'll just wait till you're done with that one.
You can go ahead.
Okay.
Put it in space.
Bonus action, Archer.
Oh, your archer thing. Yep. Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, 24 to hit.
That hits. Yep.
Which of them look worst out of the two?
The one that you had the moonbeam on.
Yeah, I'll go for that one. 12 radiant.
Yep. It just poofs. Gotta get that. That doesn't roll away. There we go. Poof.
I was thinking he put the moonbeam between them.
Yes, between
It's on a
hitting
point,
both.
yeah.
Yeah.
Point of your choosing. So you could choose if you want it to be right there, so that other people can get around more easily. I'd assume.
Yeah.
Well, also that guy's still in it.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Is it at the start of his turn?
Yep.
Yep.
Enters the spell's area for the first time on a turn or starts its turn there.
Yeah. Anything else for you?
Nope.
Cool. Neffa, you're up. You might be muted if you're there, Chris.
Sorry, no, I lost my mouse.
Oh.
So can I get to that guy without going
If you
to
go
Moonbeam?
over here, just like
Okay.
straight this way.
I want to do that, and then I want to bop him with my +1 obsidian quarterstaff that I got from the fire elementals or something. I don't remember.
Yeah. Roll to hit.
24 to hit.
That hits.
I
Okay.
like how she says exactly where she got it and then says I don't remember.
At first I thought it was hell, and then I was like, nah, there are some elementals there, so that must have been fire. I don't know. All right. 11 points of damage.
Yeah.
And then nothing. And then nothing.
Okay. Is that yeah, Peanut, what you doing?
Yeah, I'm gonna flank with Neffy.
Over here. Yep.
And attack. Can you flank a ghost?
Yeah.
Okay.
Can you dodge a wrench?
Can you dodge a wrench? 18 to hit.
That hits.
7 damage.
Yep.
And I think is
Oops.
it just an unarmed attack or
4,
another
38.
creature with a weapon attack? Melee weapon. Yep, unarmed attack counts. Okay. I want him to make a Constitution save.
Yep. He fails it.
All right,
He made it 5.
he's stunned.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'll do my second attack with a 17 to hit.
It can be stunned, but it can't be petrified.
Okay.
It's funny.
17
That
hits, yeah. 6 damage. And then just a single bonus action attack with a natural 19.
Do 6 points of damage.
I rolled the 6, so I got 10.
Wait, it goes poof.
Oh, wait, no, 10 is 5.
Still goes poof.
Oh, okay, it had 3. All right.
It was weaker than the other ones.
Yeah.
Make you guys for 1 point of damage that obviously you're gonna get. Maybe I could get a possession off, but it was still gonna die to
The moonbeam,
this
yeah.
thing.
Yeah.
Possession would have been real cool, but
Did I lick the
cool.
soup off my hands? Is it good?
It doesn't. It kind of it goes away when they go away. So it kind of lingered there. And did you try while,
I tried it while it
you
was
were
still
battling
there.
them?
Yeah.
Give me a Constitution saving throw.
Okay. I eat a lot of weird shit. 10.
You don't feel like you make it, but nothing bad seems to happen to you right now, except that you feel images of grass mating with other horses as you're mounting them. You also feel like you are a stallion and you are, conducting the herd that you have of about 5 to 8 horses at any given time. And the last picture that you kind of get is running out some of the younger male horses from the herd as they age out.
Oh no, I have to go check the herd now and make sure that the 5 that we lost weren't all dudes. 'Cause
If
that'd be
you
real bad.
So if you remember from last time, I'll give you guys this. Most of the actual male horses were the ones that were targeted before
Yeah.
and killed, and these all seemed to be from their well endowedness male horses.
Right.
You didn't have any male horses that were lost from the 5 that
Okay, cool.
you
Cool. But these guys had ghost cocks for sure.
Oh yeah, they
Okay.
were up in your face.
Maybe Neffy and Riley.
Lung in that horse.
Very aroused.
Oh,
Teenage boy. I'm playing a teenage boy. So
Should we chill by this lake of ectoplasm?
Yeah, let's take a break. Thank you. My dog's been barking at me to do something, anything.
Alright, we'll be back.
Let's take a lake break. Break a lake.
Lake?
We're live.
Oh,
Welcome.
Geo hadn't been
Geo.
working this entire time. Geo, come on. Hang out, buddy. Welcome back, Arrowknee viewers, to the barking of the dogs. Just ended a battle at midnight. As you guys are, I'm assuming everyone's walking back. There's nothing to loot here. Is anyone doing anything different than walking back to camp? Cool. As you're walking back, you see a person. I can't quite see that much, but the moon is weirdly like shining right down on them, almost like a spotlight. Anyone that wants to give me a perception check can see a little bit more, but you see some sort of person walking at 2 feet. They have a red coat. It looks like they're kind of doing some weird dance moves. Yeah, it's kind of interesting. You know.
23.
Perception.
What was it?
23 perception.
It's definitely an undead. But it's
I'll one up him. I have a 33.
Oh,
it is an undead with a black hair and like curls, like yeah. And
I got his hairstyle.
you're
but it's dancing. It's moving away from you guys.
Another dancing undead? It's an epidemic.
I point at it. I punch the air. I shrug.
No, I nod.
Being rickrolled.
I just nod.
I run.
Yeah, once you point it out, because
I'm running at it.
Abby will start running at it.
I'm gonna attempt a leaping punch to the back of the head. Do I get there? I don't know.
Are you actually trying to?
Yes. What?
Oh, okay. I thought you were just making a joke. That's why I'm
Nope.
like, is he serious?
No.
Yeah, it's dancing away and doesn't really do anything. So yeah, make your attack.
11.
No, that misses. Are you trying again?
Abby is also attempting to run up to it.
Yep.
Yeah, I would try to do a sweeping
And
leg.
say, I
kick.
think you'll probably be there a little before Abby will get there.
Got an 18 on the sweeping leg kick.
The 18 hits. You guys can easily take out this thing. It's a pretty sweet leather coat. It's black leather, or excuse me, red leather with some black. But its first dodge wasn't even really a dodge. It was just kind of dancing.
Yeah.
And you just were not in sync because it did some weird dance moves.
8 damage on the leg kick.
You easily take it out, and it's a zombie, so it keeps moving after you are, hitting it and everything. I don't know if you guys keep hitting it
I
on the
would
ground.
mount it and hold it still for Abby to chop its head off.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
It's like still trying to do its moves as it's
No. I see now.
see the error of my ways.
I will attempt to return it to the dead status.
yeah. It's dead now.
I take its coat.
Yeah, it's pretty nice. It's all nice and clean.
It's clean?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Anything in the pockets?
Yeah, I bring it back and hold it out to everybody.
Yeah. Who looks in the pockets?
I'll look in the pockets. Nuffy.
There's a silver glove. It's shiny.
Sequined?
What happens when I
Yes.
put it on?
Nothing yet, but it makes you feel cool.
Demonia.
I hadn't gotten this far, but it was the idea that I had for at least part of it. It's like, oh, the beginning of this song is awesome for the idea of a beginning of a D&D game. Yep, midnight happens. And
Casey
Anyway.
needs to do a hee hee.
There you go.
So that happens. You guys go back to the rest of the night. I'm going to make a roll just to see if anything else happens. Nothing else happens for the night. For the other 2 watches, and you guys wake up in the morning. You're outside this like kind of the river. You have a little ways to go south if you're venturing toward where you were told that the ice is kind of starting to break apart further south. And you could try crossing here, but you also know that there are there's something in the water. Like you've heard tales, you haven't really like experienced anything. I don't know if anyone's experienced stuff, but the waters are not extremely safe. What do you guys want to do, especially with the horses?
I tie the coat around my waist.
And if we're trying to get them across, I can just spam shape water into ice, and it's frozen for an hour.
Is that a cantrip?
Mhm.
Well, shit.
Shape water. One action is a cantrip.
But it's moving
one
water.
action. Freeze the water, provided there are no. It's a 5-foot cube.
But it's moving water.
Yeah, that'd be the only hard thing.
Oh.
You can kind of, so if that's what you wanted to do.
Oh, I'm just throwing it out there. I'm not saying I'm doing that. I'm just throwing it out there.
Well, yeah, as a spell, like it would take you some time to try to like stack up these basically like cubes. You'd probably you'd know that you would be able to use that to start solidifying the water around to like kind of shore it up and make it more like the breaks and everything.
Yeah, it might be good to use that at the ice, not here. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Oh,
Yep.
okay.
What about plant growth? Could I grow us a bridge?
Let me know what you were thinking along those lines. You guys still do have to get there. It's about 5 to 10 miles. Let's just say 7.5 miles south.
I think either way we need to go. This is all above table. I think we should go south. Go to where it's icy, even if we're gonna attempt like a plant bridge or something, just in case.
Yep.
How long will it take to get there?
Probably the day.
Okay, because I can do
With horses?
plant growth as a ritual too,
Oh,
if
yeah.
it matters, for 8 hours.
Casey, give it a Google.
I'm just looking for later because it'll work. I'm just going to give you like what kind of ideas. You know that plants at 100-foot radius. Oh, yeah. It is about 300 feet to cross the actual river. If you're crossing up higher, you might be able to try that, but then you just wouldn't have the ice. So you could try to do that up. It's less than 300. It's about that 100-foot area, exactly at the smallest up near where Arrowknee is. So there's that. You could try that.
Hmm. 8 hours is a long time. But the whole day of walking,
Riding.
riding, herding.
Herding.
Where are we currently? In the Beastlands?
That's also the 8-hour way of casting it is actually just enriching the plant life.
Yeah, so that.
I was just looking at that.
Or we've just left the Forest of Screams?
Yep.
But I have the create water as well, so we could both be doing that.
He's using shape water. That's the cantrip.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I think we go for ice. Be safe.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You guys are venturing down that way?
Yeah.
I just point south and say glacier.
Oh, I can destroy up to 10 gallons of water at a time. So, if you guys got a week or two.
The map real quick.
Is a river
So you
a
guys-
container?
This is a container.
Yeah.
It is not contained. It cannot be contained.
Within the bank. That's contained.
Contain.
So you guys have to go through the Beastlands to get at least part of the Beastlands. Like you're kind of, on the fringe as you come out through the Forest of Screams. You're on the fringe there. There's not, as far as I'm aware, there's not much known about them. Otherwise, I would describe exactly kind of like what you could expect. I don't think any characters know anything about it, do they?
People are told to avoid it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it. People took
So
it
do you guys-
seriously.
Do you guys have any plans to, like, as you're going there?
I'm just
You aren't going like
nervous.
into the middle of it, but you're going
Going
like,
through the tip.
yeah, you're skirting past it. Just gonna, of course, have the lead mare going first, situate them so that everyone will follow her. The actual stallion will be in back of everything. You guys, if you remember, were advised to not try to get like right up on them. Give them a little bit of room and just keep them running from behind.
Yep.
Mm.
Where are you guys oriented with the horses, the herd?
Have we been leading or have we been encircling?
You kind of been able to like lead, like you wouldn't actually be leading. You'd just make sure that the lead mare kind of goes in a way. So you'd have to like correct her every once in a while. You can like, I don't want to say that you actually do this, but you can kind of like push her or like really like navigate her if you need to make like turns or something you've known. So she's really the one that you could manipulate. But other than that, you're kind of probably like going around. You take like, oh, there's some stragglers over here. Or, make sure that horses might stay out of a rough area here, something like that. So you guys could be all over.
I think I'd like to be in the middle of the horses.
Okay, give me animal handling for that. Anyone else want to be in a particular area?
Maybe
figure out-
towards.
Go for it.
Say I'll maybe be towards the back, kind of make sure that any stragglers. Yeah, there are no stragglers.
I got a 12.
Like one of the sides with my puppy dog.
I guess I'd probably be up in the front, somewhere near the lead mare.
Okay. The morning into the afternoon goes by without a hitch. You guys are actually feeling like you're getting pretty good at this. As you get further south, you kind of see more and more of the Beastlands. This area is definitely like jungle or tropical. But as it goes into afternoon, give me a perception check, Riley.
I'm plus 13 on
Mhm.
perception,
Mhm.
and I got a 15 total.
15. So you
Let's
see
see.
a little bit of uneven ground. Trying to think if there'd be anything. It's definitely different color. It looks almost like it's not coming from the river, but it's kind of like coming out. This is not a swamp at all, but it almost looks as like, you know, a swamp would look from this. You know, the terrain's kind of like a dirt, sand, clay. It's all kind of mixing together as it goes into like more of what the Beastlands is, more like a sand, but also jungle. So it's like, you know, you got some rocks in there and everything. You're kind of on the outskirts of it. So yeah, dirt, sand, clay. And there's just like this long trail, and it's about 50 feet long, that's going out in front of you as you're trying to pass through. Now you have the river on one side, and perpendicular to it is this trail that looks, I don't know, it's kind of, it almost reminds you of swampy. Is how I'm trying to think of to describe it. You want to do anything? Say anything?
Yeah, I'll feed the information to everybody. The changes and whatnot.
You're going pretty fast here, and you can kind of see this as like at the, you know, kind of 100-foot mark or something. Horses go about 40 feet in every turn because they're running, not sprinting, of course, but you know, like moving their full movement. So if you don't do much of anything quick, you'll probably be right up in it, right up on it.
I will attempt to slow the lead down.
Make me an animal handling check. And with your animal handling check, Peanut, the horses don't really like. Are you on a horse, first of all?
Yeah,
I'd assume you're on
I'm
your horse.
riding a horse. Yeah.
They don't seem to care one way or the other, but they're not being extremely friendly. Are you trying to do anything particular, or just be in the middle
I'm
of
trying to
them?
make sure my horse was staying in the middle with the other horses.
Yeah.
That's about it.
No, you can easily ride. There's nothing like you guys before can ride there. To do skill checks for riding all the time, I think it'd just be like too hard, and you can assume unless you're doing anything difficult that you're able to easily do that. I was thinking more the animal handling for being around and so close in within the actual herd.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. No, I'm not trying to do anything really in particular.
I got a 24 on mine.
I'm an 18.
18 to try to. So Garrick, did you come up too?
No, this is just for me in the back, making sure
Okay.
they don't meander off.
Oh, gotcha. You're trying to. Are you slowing the lead mare?
Yes.
Okay. So you slow the lead mare easily with that, with 18. The horses come to a stop, and you're pretty close to this. It, like I said, it just kind of looks like an off color. It just looks wet, really, and it spans about 50 feet in the direction that you want to go.
Make a call for one of the druids to come up and survey this land.
You guys are stopped now. The horses are kind of grazing.
Nevi, Garrick, come take a look.
Hey.
What is it?
I'll go ahead and ride up.
I don't know.
Did anyone want to investigate?
Yeah, we do. Is this like, what type of check is this? Nature or just?
Let me know how you're investigating, first of all, because you can just investigate to kind of gain some more info, and then you can do a nature check if you want to. Anyone who wants to can do history if you don't have nature, but you'll just get different information
Natural 20.
on.
Tell him all.
History is what I was going for, but I don't have nature or history.
I have nature.
I mean, I'm the
I
same
do have
on
nature.
those.
I lied. It's natural 20 for nature. 24.
Yeah, I got a 21 on mine.
For grab's sake, it's just dirt's dirt.
Was that
I
a
got
21
a
for nature?
7. So, don't ask me. I do forest.
Garrick, did you get nature? You got a what?
21 nature.
21. Yeah, it doesn't look like you should really go through this with the horses, or like that they should really like it doesn't look like it's really going to hold them. It's not really a firm area. You're probably not familiar. Where are you from as a druid? Like, what would be the area or land that you come from?
I'm gonna be more, since I'm a turtle. I think
The beach.
people, kind of like maybe like a lakeside kind of forest land type thing.
Okay.
I am
Like
wide-eyed, and I'm like waving my arms and pointing at it and trying to think really hard. I say marsh. I say mud puddle. I point around it. I motion to the horses. I point around.
I don't think taking our horses through there would be good then if it's marsh.
Thumbs
Agreed.
up. Double thumbs up.
Agreed.
This kind of spans into the actual jungle, which seems to be like overgrown. I mean, the whole thing's overgrown. And some has a little bit of thorns. There's like down trees. It'd be hard to get the horses in there.
Does it go all the way to the water?
Yeah, kind of like if anyone inspecting it can actually see it kind of like dripping sand into the water, but it's very, very slowly.
I just point at it again and say kill.
You wanted to kill the swamp?
Shaking my head no.
You don't want us to kill the swamp. Good.
Double thumbs up.
Right. So lead the herd around it.
Double thumbs up.
Okay. So start leading the herd around it then.
So you guys going into the jungle then?
We got to.
Mm.
We can't walk through this.
So you would know, I'll give you this, that you really have to kind of take the lead mare. You probably get like a bit or tie a rope so that you can guide her up and through. And you can't just like go into the jungle and right back out, because then the horses will probably just run straight across this. So you're gonna have to like get them to go all into the jungle and almost make like a triangle as you're going. It's not going to be easy, I'll tell you that. You definitely might lose horses. It's just like whether they're a misstep, or like they could easily just go lame. They probably wouldn't actually die, but they're just not going to be able to keep up with anyone. What would be the other thing that could happen? If anything in the actual jungle like lashes out at you guys, that would be an issue too. So just want to make sure before you proceed that way. Sound good?
Yes,
Yeah.
we're not going to take the horses in the quicksand, Casey.
I just want to give you all the options. I know you have druids with like, spells and all that
that's
fun
true.
stuff.
That's
Safe
true.
Earth.
Shapes quicksand? Earth sink into quicksand? Where'd it go?
I mean, if it's
It's loose earth. I mean, it is.
I mean, quicksand is what? Just really watery sand, isn't that? If I'm remembering science correctly. Just freeze it all.
Garrick can give me a nature check.
Yeah.
For actually knowing about quicksand before it was like, what is this?
Garrick
I never said
can.
it.
Joe
I never
cannot
said it out
remember
loud.
what.
So.
Yeah, natural 20. Garrick definitely knows about quicksand. Joa might have problems because I'm not a scientist and I was a history major. But, Garrick knows all about it.
You'd think it's probably about like the same going through this quicksand for, call it casualties, like how many horses might get hurt or something. Because the ground beneath is going to be like, it could be rocks, it could be this, that, whatever. Horse could just like trip because it's not easy to, but they could actually walk through this. It's probably not even quite up to their backs. Maybe the smaller ones would have a little bit of a trouble, but horses can actually kind of like, they wouldn't really swim through it, but they could kind of get their way through it and get their head up. Either way, like quicksand isn't deep, you know that.
Mhm.
I wouldn't know this. I would think it's the scariest thing ever because I was taught from a young age quicksand's scary.
I'm going to test that. I'm going to not run up, but go up to kind of the closest quicksand and shape water on it.
Shape water?
And yes, quicksand is just really watery sand, and freeze it and see if that changes anything about, makes it firmer to step on, easier to step on, anything like that.
Yeah. It's just kind of like, I mean, anyone that's grown up New England, it's just crunchy, like hard earth. You can't quite tell. I mean, it might be a little bit slippery on the more watery parts, but you can't quite tell from just like one cube.
Mm-hmm.
So basically, it's my driveway.
That's my driveway right now.
Turned it into a.
It's the entire state of Oklahoma.
I mean,
But yeah, it seems just fine. I don't know. Was that last an hour?
Yeah, it's frozen for an hour.
The only thing you would probably, I don't know, like that's only 5 feet. So if horses, like, they're not gonna really think,
not-
oh, I need to
Single
be only
file,
on
guys.
this-
Let's go.
Yeah.
Is it concentration?
No,
No.
it's a cantrip. I can just be like
Keep
as
doing
many
it, bro.
times as I want. Just boop, 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 boop. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's easier to do
Yeah.
that than to do it on a river. So
Mhm.
Is that what you want to
Do it
spend
sometime.
probably the next like 10 minutes doing?
Yeah,
10 to 30 minutes, I'll say.
Neffy, do you have shape water? Okay, well,
I don't think she does.
yeah,
So I'm gonna look at it this way. You're casting a cantrip, which you can cast. It's very easy, everything, but you're casting a spell like nonstop for 10 to 30 minutes.
Mhm.
You would get 1 level of exhaustion, or you
Okay.
can take the next like 4 hours and do it like, call it periodically, whatever. And that would be fine. Like that's just kind of like normal practice that you've been able to do. Let's call it 2 hours.
Okay, yeah. I mean, we're not trying to. This isn't a speed thing. We're not trying to rush through it. So take
Yeah.
time, do it well, do it safe.
But it only lasts an hour.
Yes.
You could easily get it so that like within 2 hours you're like, okay, well we have enough here, and then it magically thaws, of course, but getting them
It's
across
the-
that way.
The classic, you have a group of 20 people and the boat can only carry 10, but you have a limited amount of time. What do? You take 10 over, you ferry them back and forth and stuff. That's that type of thing. Do like couple groups at a time if need be.
That'll work. It was just more of like time for it. So
Yeah.
that was like beginning of afternoon. It was probably like 2-3 o'clock now. And you guys have gotten through that unless anyone else wanted to do anything.
No.
No.
Let's get how many? 1 roll at advantage for survival or animal handling to see if you lose any of the herd.
I have a +7 to survival, +5 to animal handling.
I have +9 to animal handling,
I think you have the best to go advantage then.
and I go with advantage. Still only a 19.
Yeah, you're completely fine.
No horses were harmed during the making of this episode.
You guys made it it would have been like a DC 10 or 12 that you had to beat for that because you made it pretty like easy for yourselves. Cool. So you are able to, by about dinner time, 5 or 6 o'clock, get to the frozen, and it's not completely frozen, but the frozen part of the river that has There's definitely cracks and like icebergs, floating area. It's still kind of moving around. The water's moving through it, but the actual ice seems to almost be like rotating around. You can't see the farm from where you're at, but this looks like the place that you were kind of directed to, and where you'd assume the farm is across the way, 300 feet, and a little bit more.
So we can't see it, but we think it's here. So,
By all the directions that you've been given, like knowing your map, the farm would be on the other side. It is right up against the actual, what do I want to call that? Like the wall. There's like a sheer wall of ice. So it's right up against it. And as the river goes 300 feet across, and it starts sloping back down, so you can't quite see like at the very base from where you guys are at right now.
Remind me, fellow adventurers, was the fellow that was beckoned by the whistle going to be here as well?
He did not. No, he was saying that he was going to stay at the Flatlands.
Okay. We just need to move forward, I guess. Unless anyone else has any other input.
No, I think this is where it's to Garrick now to see how much he can freeze this up solid.
All right. Here we go again. And I mean, hey, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. And yeah, I'm going to basically solidify any parts of the ice that look dangerous or shifting, moving around, whatever.
Okay. I'm gonna say we take a quick 2-minute break because I have to go to the bathroom, and I forgot last time. No, actually I did, but I've been drinking water.
I mean, a river's a lake technically,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Yeah.
Rivets.
But in the meantime, for when we get back, can you roll me an acrobatics or athletics as you're trying to navigate the ice? Other people can try to help you if they so choose. They'll have to roll one as well, but you guys can roll with advantage if you're helping each other. And then roll also just for survival, we'll call it, unless you wanted to use something else, just for you kind of knowing where to actually be freezing, to kind of get everything up to snuff. It could be Arcana, but I just don't see a way that Arcana would work because,
Yeah.
like you could, because you could think magically, how am I going to be able to do this?
Yeah.
So
Okay,
take
break.
a quick 2-minute break.
Ready to break?
boy ice. As long as you got big boy in your life. We're live.
Wait, welcome back. So, was that Garrick? Yeah, Garrick was going around with ice. Not sure if was anyone helping him. Was everyone helping him? Was anyone not helping him? Let's ask that way.
I'll assist him. I don't know what to do. I might be better at keeping the horses distracted.
I'll assist.
It's more like navigating the actual ice. Okay, so Neffy, just make a acrobatics at advantage or athletics as you're trying to just navigate around for the ice. Garrick, I don't know if you made those rolls and then the survival as well.
All right. Yeah. So I made those rolls 17 acrobatics, and then you said survival 25.
Yeah, and then Neffy.
13 and a dirty 20.
Yep, you're just fine. Sorry, I was thinking about like what you had rolled. I was assuming at advantage, but I only did the one. Cool. So as you guys are doing this, you notice, and anyone who's looking notice that there's a fog that sets in on the water itself. Really, just concentrated. Like you can't tell, Garrick and Neffy, but everyone else who's looking at it, it's just concentrated on the area that you're working on. So it seems a little suspicious. Seems sus. Some sus fog.
Sussy Baka?
Sussy Faga.
Does anyone who's looking, because it's a bright sunny day, like there's no fog anywhere else. It's just on this section that they're working on to help the horses pass. Anyone do anything?
I don't think I'm paying attention.
I'm looking around, wondering why and how. Looking for an instigator of said fog.
Yeah, give me. So you're actively looking, which would be investigation. Unfortunately.
No, that's fine. What's my modifier there?
Golf.
That's intelligence, and I've got a straight number there, so it's only the 14 I rolled.
With that, you can kind of see something in the center off just north. It's, I don't know, a figure really down deep in the water, but you can't really tell if it's like, coral or maybe some seaweed or an actual like creature or something. But there's something down there, and everything seems to be like, if you're looking at it, it's kind of centered in the motion. As you are looking from out, you could kind of see, it doesn't look like this area actually has the river just flowing down. It's almost like there's like a center where the river's flowing around this point.
I share the information with the party.
All right. Abby's going to go ahead and head out onto the ice out to its where it is.
Mhm.
And get ready for a fight because something doesn't seem to be liking.
Okay. Neffy and Garrick, you're just going about your ways for doing this. You see, what was it? Abby come out kind of to the center. Abby's she, is that or he? He. Okay, thank you. Abby, you're orienting yourself on like the northern part because this is just north of like this ice area that they're looking at. And it's kind of like the ice is almost getting like stopped in its like circular motion now, and it's not able to move, so it's kind of getting backed up. It'll start to like back up. It's kind of like if you're thinking about a clock, maybe it's at like 2 o'clock right now as the ice is starting to back up because they're like really firming it up. What's everyone else doing? Looking at like Riley and Peanut.
Well, I'd just done the investigation, watched Abby walk out onto the ice. I would make sure are the horses following as we're doing this, or are we keeping them on the land?
I'm distracting them.
Gary's doing, Peanut's doing a puppet show.
I'm actually saying Salt Marsh.
I will.
Pothole.
I'm going to, since I've kind of been with the lead mare, I'm going to stay with the lead mare.
Lagoon.
Okay. Just making sure for like she's not going off anywhere that they're going to be like, okay, we're just going to follow over there, and keeping an eye on her. Yep. Cool. So
do you need a
over the
horse
time-
distraction check?
no, you're fine.
Oh, okay.
Over the time, you guys are like kind of getting almost done, but this fog has gotten into where Riley, now you can't see anyone in the fog. Neffy and Garrick, you're kind of having a tough time like orienting yourselves, but you keep calling out probably to people, something like that, and you can easily like make your way back and such. And then Abby, you start seeing this figure that Riley had pointed out coming up, not like extremely fast, but coming up slowly from where it was down below.
Okay.
As it gets closer and starts like emerging, like to where you can actually see what it might be, it looks like a very dark blue. It's moving like a fish, but it's definitely like larger, like humanoid kind of thing. It doesn't have any clothes on. It actually has big barrel chests, like really strong arms. You can see it's not actually hair, but it's like some sort of plant growth that it's kind of waving through its actual, like its head, what looks like hair. And it's pretty attractive. You can tell also that it's male because it has no clothes on as it starts to emerge. And it does have a sash made of like seaweed and plant growth and everything across its chest. But it is probably kind of just to accentuate its muscles and, look pretty. But yeah, it emerges out and it's dark blue. It looks like it is none too happy, and it's looking straight at you. It starts coming up close to you. It doesn't have like a weapon. I mean, there's a trident that is like you can see on its back basically, but it's not holding a weapon or anything.
Okay. I do have the halberd in hand and kind of in ready in case it decides it's going to attack, but not like I'm about to start swinging at it.
Mm-hmm. So it comes right up to you, Abby, and you can see it because you're kind of standing on the edge of the fog right now. So you can kind of see anything out there. And it stops above the water. It's like waist high or whatever. So, but it stops like about 6 inches from your face. I don't know if you back up.
No, but if it's going to be getting that close, the halberd is in front, and it's if it's going to get that close, it's going to be its chest is going to be up against the blade of the halberd.
Yeah,
kind of thing.
And it's like going right up against your halberd. It's not like forcing itself, but it's like pressed up against it. So you could, I mean, if it bleeds, be able to possibly draw blood, just because of course you have the sharp tip. but it's definitely trying to be like intimidating and coming up on you in that way. Too close in your space. So it bellows out to you. What do you think you're doing?
Moving horses across the river.
These are my waters.
Okay. Moving
How
horses
dare
across
you?
your river.
What is in it for me?
No.
You've obstructed the flow of my water.
Yeah. We'll let it go after.
Who says I don't let it go now?
Well, that'd be problematic. It'd be difficult for us to get the horses across safely.
I care not for horses.
I do.
We mean you no harm. Just give us like, I don't know, 15 more minutes.
Looks
Plus,
back.
if you let it go, then you'll get all clogged up with horses.
Do you guys want to try to plead with him?
I shout out "damn" really loud.
Do you want a bunch of horses clogging up your river?
I want no horses anywhere.
Then let us cross. It will take a little bit of time. We're not going to like ruin your river. The spells will go away shortly
Yeah,
and everything will go back to normal.
He like manipulates and shoots water in your direction, but not actually at you, and says, "Are you telling me what to do?"
No.
Is the fog
Um,
obscuring this from me?
No. You can see this.
can see this exchange
like
happening?
barely. Yeah, you can barely see your the people. Like you can see Abby easily enough, but you can barely see Neffy and Garrick that are in there unless they come to like the edge. It's starting to dissipate to your point about the fog, though. So anyone could guess that this is probably a person or thing that had created the fog. It looks back to you, Garrick, and it's lightening a little bit, and it seems to like lightning in its color, so it's a lighter blue, and it seems to step back off the halberd that you have now, Abby. So it's not pressing against you. It gives you kind of a little bit of a range. Well, I see no reason to let you pass. If this is all that you have no favor, you have no gift, you can offer nothing, then I will do away with your little dam.
I can give you some stuff if you would like. What is it
Yeah,
that you want?
You never asked for anything.
It goes like very light blue very quickly, and it smiles. What stuff do you have?
You seem to be a guy that would like water. I have a decanter of endless water, so you can have water whenever you want.
He squints at you, kind of like, raises his nose. I like it. I have enough water. This is good. What else?
I have a magical helm of dread.
He reaches out his hand.
Here you go.
He puts it on.
Oh, dreadful.
So spooky.
He crosses his arm. He's still like blue. It's actually like glinting a little bit, like almost shining. But he tries not to smile or anything. One more.
I got a knuckle sandwich just waiting for him to do the wrong fucking thing.
I have some wolf pelts. They would make a fine cape.
But you don't have a cape.
Not really.
Here is a dose of the most mystical action surge powder.
Let's
Do you
get
give
a
him a
random
dose of
druid
action
hooked on.
surge?
Yeah.
Oh no.
Oh, he actually looks much more like an elemental.
Let's get the elemental
The
dude of a
cocaine.
river hooked on action surge powder. That's good.
Do you give him action surge powder?
Sounded like she was
Sure.
giving him action search powder.
Okay. He's looking at it like I don't know what kind of bag it's in. Let's say it's some sort of clear bag.
A teddy bear, right?
If
Oh,
you're giving
okay.
him one
But
dose, it'd be in a little gram baggie.
yeah, tied. He's just like holding it up. What is this spice?
It will make you spicy. It is magic.
Put it on your food?
You can, sure. Or in your drink. Or up your nose, whatever.
Just up your nose?
You breathe.
You first. He offers.
I do
the
breathe.
bag.
Oh,
You-
okay.
Show me.
All right, so I will
Hmm.
take a dose of action surge. And
You
then
offer
The con
offer it
save,
back
right?
to him.
No, not
Yeah.
the first hit.
Verse DC's 10, right?
Oh yeah, to see if you need to do it again. Yeah.
Yeah.
to cast cantrip, produce flames to make myself look all woo.
Did you make your con save?
Con save. Yes, 12.
Okay, cool.
Action surge powder is not for casters.
Mm-hmm.
You like get this feeling that you're like, oh man, that was good. Am I sure I want to like give this back to him? But you're fine to like, you could break the urge, all of that sort of thing.
It's not my only dose.
You're still thinking, do I have enough?
Always.
So you give it back, and he doses himself, and he just starts like spinning around. The whirlpool works up a bunch, but it kind of like disperses out the ice that was building up.
I'm there.
And
It like in 6 seconds, I'm right next to everybody now. I'm looking at them, looking at him. Like, is it go time?
He's
It's
like,
amazing, Mr. River. Can you help us get the horses across alive? I don't know if elementals can freeze water or not.
he comes back to you after doing like a few figure eights and swims right up. He like pops out of the water, but he doesn't. It's just because he's going so fast, and then like slides back in, and his trident comes from his back into his hand. Just the water like pushes it right into there, and he stops it on the ice that you guys are already forming. The ice here forms completely and like solidifies everything that you guys were doing. It's solid. It no longer even feels really slippery.
Oh, he put
It
some
was,
texture on it.
Yeah, it's like you can't even you haven't seen magic like this. Your wish is granted.
Thank you. Here's my gift, and I'll give him that decanter.
Thank you.
Oh, I look like I give him the jacket.
You may go now.
Does he take the jacket?
I need no jacket. 3's enough. And he just starts swimming off slowly back to where he was before, down under.
Well, it's time to move
Okay.
these horses.
Let's get them moving.
Smooth.
Ye doggy.
With that, you guys don't even have to do a roll for the actual ice or anything like that. It's not slippery. You still have to like orient them and herd the horses and everything. So just give me survival. Yeah, if Riley is still like I guess manipulating the lead mare, just give me a survival there.
Not
Or
animal
animal
handling.
handling. Yeah, either or.
26.
Yep, you're good. You like orient her and get her moving across and everything.
All right. Let's move along.
You can kind of see the top of a silo as you actually get off to the other side of the water at this point. Is there anything that you guys want to do as you're getting all the horses across?
No. Just kind of look around, keep an eye on it.
Keeping an eye out. Seems to be
Okay.
trouble at every corner and bend.
So you're able, you can see it's just a few hundred feet off. You're able to like direct the horses there. There's actually a few pastures that are, I can't say open, but like available. You can see as you come up on this, the large rooster is running out, kind of bobbing its head at you, and it just goes to start opening the gates of the different pastures.
I'm waving.
Hey, yo, what are you guys doing? Hey, you made it. Wow, that's a lot of horses there.
Well, it's most of what he gave us.
Oh, that's a great job. Hey, you guys, they should hire you more often. You're better than the farmers I got here.
We're used to fighting, dealing with unfriendly things, so horses are pretty good.
Rivulet.
As you guys are looking around, you see some large cows. You can kind of see that they're, milling about. One comes out of the house. Another comes out of the barn. One was kind of just walking around, and it starts walking towards you guys. They're, the spotted milk cows, but definitely larger. They look like they could be a bull, but each of them has udder. So 3 of those. There's also another like gnome or halfling size chicken. So just a little bit bigger than normal, not like this huge one. That's kind of off on their own. It comes out from behind the house.
I'm waving
So I guess
to them.
what's that?
I'm waving to them.
The cows try to smile, and then the chicken clucks at you. So I guess you guys want your payment. You just taking it all in gold?
I shake my head no.
What do you want, my little man? Speak up. Tell me what you need.
I kind of make a ugh face. Like how do I express?
Do you need some items? Is that what you're coming for?
Nodding my head yes.
Okay. How about the rest of yous?
Whichever's easier for you.
Yeah, surprise us.
Yeah.
It was nice
Oh,
to
well-
spend all that time with those horses, really.
If it's up to me, it's the easiest thing is just giving you all this gold. Bella, how about you go inside the house and in the chest there? Oh, I forget you don't got the hands. You could bring it out with your mouth. Bernadette, you help her out. You go get that chest. Bring it out for these guys. And cows just go in. They kind of like nodded. They come out. Ones. They can go backwards. Yeah, I'm trying to think if cows can actually manage to do what I'm even describing.
Right.
They're going backwards.
They're magical
for one of
cows.
them.
I was going to say,
Yeah.
if they're understanding commands, You might be right.
They're fancy.
Well, physically. Moving backwards and carrying a chest between them. They dropped the chest. So I guess, what was it? I said 750 gold per person minus 1. And he just starts taking out like piles of gold. I forget how much. Did I say 75 gold per horse? Yeah, because it was the going rate of horses. Correct me if I'm wrong, guys.
That sounds right.
So 120 times 75. And the portion 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 divided by 5. He takes so everyone gets, except for Peanut, 1,800 gold and 750 gold. So 2,550 gold. And then Peanut, the rooster, comes over to you. So do you just want to have a couple options? You want me to choose for you? I could learn a little bit about you. What are you thinking for like one big item, one little item? You need something in particular?
I've nodded my head yes to everything he said.
Oh, you like talking, I see. Okay. Let me look. Let me think about this. I will get you an item. I will tell you how would he say this? So he comes out with like a few different items. So I'll give you a choice too. But I'll get back to you on exactly what it is.
Yeah.
I wasn't sure like what people would want or anything, so I didn't want to just like limit it to this is exactly what it is.
Right.
So these items are pretty good. I must say so, not to pat myself on the back. Well, I can't really pat myself on the back. Kind of clucks at his own joke. But
I laugh
anyway,
at it too. I laugh with him.
so there's a call him magician, call him a smith that does the magical weapons and stuff. Well, when he puts this really good magic stuff on it, what it comes down to is he's got to put a bad thing on it too. So you could choose from these items. Some of them are worse than others, but they're actually pretty, better than others because they have really good stuff, but they have a downside. Well, I usually find something that can work for everybody because if you don't want to maybe smell that great, you can swing a heavy sword and whatnot. But the other person that wants to look, boobalicious, just real weak. What can I say?
I'm half understanding what he's saying. Not me personally, but Jared. He's confused. He doesn't use weapons, so he's avoiding any of those.
Okay. I will get that back to you for the few choices. And I do want to get you stats for what the glove and what the actual leather jacket are.
Well, I kept the jacket, but I assume Neffy kept the glove.
Hmm?
Yeah, Christina?
Yep, I have the glove.
I kind of threw that in there, so I didn't have anything specific planned for them. But I'll have something fun. Do you guys have any other questions? Would you just make your way back to Arrowknee?
Yeah, I think so.
What was that, Carl?
Yeah, would head back to Arrowknee. Probably go straight north to West Nowhere and take the train.
That's what I was thinking too, yeah. West Nowhere. Maybe kick it with the kobolds on the way?
He goes to stop you before you guys are leaving as you're kind of like, getting your stuff together. Hey, so since you guys did such good work here, could we hire you? I mean, we're just a bunch of farm animals. We can't really, the thumbs and whatnot. We can't get our own stuff done. I won't say too much, but we gotta stay here at the farm too. You know what I'm saying?
Thumbs up. I
If we
draw.
need something, can we, send you a message? Maybe put, a note out to Lucky's.
Oh, Lucky didn't like that
Yeah.
very much at all, really.
I'm nodding.
Well, how should we get in touch with you then? Hey,
I point to my ears.
you want a message? You want a magical message?
A
Thumbs
sending
up.
stone.
Well, I don't have a sending stone, but I could send each of yous a magical message if you want with what I got going on. Do you mind, passing it along to your friends?
I look uncomfortable.
Well, he's not the talker, so how about yous that are over here? And he looks to Neffy. What about you, little one? You tell your friends if I reach out to you in your head.
Sure, I guess. No
Oh,
one's
that's
ever
great.
reached out to me in my head before.
Oh, you'll love it.
You could
It's
send a forest animal over my way too. They know how to find me.
We're farm animals.
You don't think there's a squirrel within like
I don't
30
speak
yards?
squirrel.
They speak you.
I speak common. Come
Huh?
and get it.
I
Chameleon?
walk.
Common.
I walk.
Common chameleon.
I'm gonna walk up to this guy with the horse I've been riding, and then I'm gonna point at a horse I've made an emotional connection with, and just kind of like shrug.
You like her?
You nodding yes.
Oh, I bet you do.
Thumbs up.
I'm not really a horse guy myself. I mean, I'm not really attracted to horses.
I give him the reins and go jump on the other one.
Do you know if your horse was male or female?
No, I don't think I ever established that.
You don't would have cared. Roll me a d10, and even will be female.
Odd.
Odd. He looks at you. Whoa! This is not gonna work. No, this is not a horse that we're looking for. I just gotta say,
I look sad.
you can pay me if you want to pay me the 75 gold.
I just laugh and shake my head. I pull a flower out of my bag that follows me.
You still have the horse?
No, I got off of it once he said that. I went back to my horse.
Okay.
I figure they want dude horses, right? They barely have any. Oh well.
Well, that's all I got for you guys. So I'll let you go at this point. You can find your own ways back. Just come back here, follow whatever the fucking message that I send you says. Looks like y'all are good at following directions. Don't send anyone who's not. They'll send them right back to you. But I will see yous all again real soon.
Okay.
All right.
Double thumbs.
Peace.
We gonna end it there?
Yeah.
All right. Bye, everybody.